Here is protection. Safe sex or no sex. Safe sex or no sex. It's your life.
Alright, I'm gonna read you the poem I'm submitting. This is gonna be really hard for me. The title is Penny Candy. My name is Genevieve Carataft. Bear with me, I am reading this off of my computer because my printer's down. Oh, okay. Penny Candy. Small children craving things out of reach. My no is accepted as a challenge to press harder, pursue longer, manipulate deeper. Obviously, I didn't mean it. Who would deny a man his pleasure? And you, a man with gleaming eyes, arrested development, and a chip on your shoulder. How white your eyes glint in this dark place, even as I float, a gray lady among shadows. For you, a moment of my time forgotten in innocuity became a lifetime of your memory, as every cell of my being carries your unspoken name. I never knew your name, not your real name anyway. But I will never forget your smell, though 1,000 showers have cleansed me since. In a moment, my life as I had come to know it ended. In a moment, I was the singular ant under your ignorant footsteps, and I will never forget you. I see your face, what little I remember, in the face of every future partner I don't have. The fall in their eyes, the crumbling tower of revulsion as I speak the words. I carry HIV within me. The shower of shame that water cannot wash away. It smells like your sweat and cologne. I am the penny candy forgotten in your pocket, an idle swipe as you walked by, making sure that no one was looking.
Hi, everybody. Such a pleasure seeing you all again, virtually, unfortunately, but fortunately, again, another chance to make it right and do better, right? My name is Michael Lamb. Feel free to call me Miss Mikey. And here's a poem for you all at the International Conference of Stigma. They act like healing is such a peaceful process, like you can dedicate a conference and infinity breakout session to heal, then you'll be all right, like trauma isn't a response to triggers unknown or addressed. Healing takes time. Healing never really stops. You're always in recovery from what didn't break you but scarred you, scared you away from your potential, your purpose, your voice. Recovery is bittersweet. You're enjoying the new you, yet celebrating the detachment of your toxic ways that made you happy but was also killing you slowly. Did they not think to care or even imagine you'd be more happy or dead? Are they doing you a favor by keeping you alive, or did you decide not to live but to thrive in the resources provided to you? That one yes you receive will not necessarily make all those no's worth it, but that one yes came at the right time. And when a no does come, be ready for that trigger, a trauma response, that urge, that relapse. It will take place, but this time you'll be equipped to beat it. And if you don't, dust yourself off and fight again. Fight to the death, even if you bring it about yourself. Resilience doesn't have to be your life's work as long as you're happy in your existence. Healing from trauma is a constant journey through recovery. Always remember, when we die, our bodies become the grass and the antelope eats the grass. So we are all connected in the circle of life. It's the circle of life, and it moves us through despair and hope, through faith and love. Thank you.
Mr. Blake, that's it. You keep using, I'm sending you back to jail. That's it. You're going back to jail because you can't stop using. Oh, man. Please, not jail. I can't go to jail no more. I can't. I don't even feel safe there. I need to be in a safe environment. Please, send me to a program. Please send me to a program. Nope. Nope, Mr. Blake. I don't want to hear it. I'm not cutting you no slack. You're going right back to prison. I'm sending you right back to prison.
Yeah, try these.
Try what?
called Compassion Made by Love. Try one.
Compassion made by love. All right. Wow. These things taste good. I need to get me a few more of those. All right, Mr. Blake. I think I can give you another shot. Let's talk about it.
I'm going to throw a party on the moon. Travel logistics are not a part of this poem or plot line. This is not about my expertise in galactic science. This is about the party, about the glittery spacesuits, about us floating in our fabulous fits. There's one thing though. I'm only inviting the fat kids. Us royalty of lunch table rejects. Us queens of spandex, of making it work. Those of us who learned to wrap our arms around our bellies like equators long before a lover ever knew the galactic glory of our skin. I couldn't throw a party on Earth like this. The gravity has always forced our heads to the ground, our feet down. Skinny folks have always looked to the earth for logic, believed the heavy body falling faster meant it was never meant to fly. All the skinny boys I wasted wishes on which deemed me back whole, only worthy of dark and swallowing, so since they only desired to enter my orbit at night, I began to connect to the moon. See, she understands what it feels like to only be acknowledged in the shadow, to be forgotten in the morning, to be round with cellulite skin. See, she understands what it feels like to be weightless, and I think the opposite of gravity is love. It's not weighing others down with your expectations. I think the definition of love is the moon. It's being so big you control the ocean. It's being all mass and magnificent. So she will be the final destination for the biggest party, big bodies I've ever seen, and the broken boys. And skinny, scared girls are not invited this time. The moon warned me about them too. Spoke to me in silver lighting and said, girl, you can light up the whole night and the boys will still stare at the glow of the skinny girls on their screens. That controlling the tide or an audience will not capture that heart she taught me of all the bones that couldn't hold all the buoyancy in my body, all the skeletons that wished I would drown, but didn't anyone tell you that bones sink and fat floats? Come on. That every time they tried to bury us, we just raised higher. Bodies so big we have to be some type of planet, a sun, all of us, a circulating galaxy. So the skinny boy, he was never a shooting star, and he could kiss my fat asteroid till in the morning. Till in the morning, they would call us craters, call us gaping and ugly, but tonight we are moons. Right now, the whole world revolves around us. We are so big and beautiful. We are too glorious to touch. Thank you, Spirits and Lyrics.
Stigma has caused trauma in my life because I was stigmatized at the only available hospital in my neighborhood. I was stigmatized by them placing a red band on my arm and writing HIV meds in capital letters as I'm allergic to some HIV medications. It was horrific for me. I cried. I bawled in that waiting room after the situation. I felt if I could not be treated with respect and care and comfort and protection in the medical facility, what else do I have? If I am judged here, what else do I have? Who else can I turn to? It was horrific. I had 911 called to me because I had a seizure, and when they told me I was going back there, I just shook. And I asked the paramedic, can you stay with me because of the way I was treated last time? I thank you for this opportunity to share.
I am a 26 years old, unemployed sickle cell warrior in Uganda. I grew up in a middle-class family. We were not rich, but my mother was very providing and loving. My childhood was full of love, but many sick days. In my teen years, I suffered a lot from monthly pain crises. Every monthly menstrual period caused me severe pain, so I spent most of the time in the hospital. Through it all, my mom was always there to support, care, and love me. One family relative told my mom to stop paying for my school fees because it was a waste of money for someone who was always in the hospital, but my mom never listened to them. In 2010, my mom died, and that's when life became unbearable. I faced a lot of challenges and had to juggle 2 jobs at a time to send my siblings to school. Stress, fatigue, depression, and anxiety became my daily companions, and I got addicted to tramadol hydrochloride capsules to survive daily hardships. I remember attempting suicide by overdosing on tramadol, but by that time, my siblings had graduated, and all I wanted to do was rest and be free. I was saved by another attempt when my little sister told me she was pregnant. She was 15 years old and could not be alone, so I had to forget about leaving and live for my sister and her unborn child. In 2014, I was sexually assaulted and infected with HIV, and that was the hardest blow in life. I felt so unlucky. With the help of counseling and a friend, I managed to fight. I went back to school by the help of kind souls who paid for all of my school fees. I graduated with a degree in HIV, AIDS management, and counseling. I overcame trauma and stigma through giving myself time, reading my Bible to revive my worth, and by seeking counseling and support from Dr. Rana.
Hi, my name is Mugera Sobri from Uganda, a young person living with HIV. Personally, I believe the only way of healing from stigma is you being able to accept what you are, and after accepting what you are, you go ahead and surround yourself with people who understand what you are and they are ready to live with it and they are not going to stigmatize you in any way. So finding those people it will make you feel like you're at home, and it will make you feel like you are living with people who understand you, and being able to accept what you are will make you feel like you are enough. It will make you feel like you are contented, and it will make you feel like you can do anything else that somebody does. Personally, that's how I believe you can heal from stigma. Thank you.
My name is Natrina Sheila. I'm 22 years old. I come from Kawale, living with HIV. Yes, recovery looks this way. When you recover from all the pains, all the shields that have been covering you up, you realize you are so special. So recovering from those pains, you have to take a step. You have to be determined. This treasure as my recovery point. When I distress, this was one of the ways that I used to fight the stigma. Then getting the positive friends, making that social life that would not make me feel shy. The people I would surround myself with who were so much crucial. I managed to make myself who I am because of acceptance.
Hello, I am Shada McCants, a beautiful, bold Black woman living and thriving with an HIV diagnosis. December will make 26 years, but it has not always been a journey that I could say I was living and thriving. Why? Because of the shame associated with the diagnosis of HIV. Just the 3 letters alone created shame. Why? Because of the secrecy associated with HIV. It's caused so much pain, a lot of trauma, relationships broken, secrecy, not being able to tell the people that I love that this is my story, anxiety, depression, and even living through an eating disorder, all because of the shame associated with the 3 letters HIV. But today, I've chosen to, guess what? Realize that I am not my diagnosis. Because guess what? That is the shame. When you ascribe to something that you are not. I am living with HIV. And so today, I challenge you to, guess what? Realize that you are not your diagnosis and that trauma can be healed. It takes us first and foremost realizing that we are living with a diagnosis and have a choice to thrive. Today, choose to stomp out stigma. I am Shadam McCants, living and thriving, bold and beautiful. Today, I choose to live. Because why? I'm bigger than that.